Assalamualaikum and very good morning. My name is Kamal Hakimi bin Zainuddin. So my metric number is A19B1153. So let's go to the next slide. The issue that our group have been chosen is the impact of new information and communication technology. So let's go to the point is the evolution in electronic and automation in the first half of 20th century, the exponential growth of data processing and storage capacity. Next, from a business perspective, you could agree that the technology communication is a benefit for doing the business right now. Next is the technology communication affect the community continuously is we will not control how to use the technology in advance. Next is the uses of the technology may have both positive and negative impact in our life, but this is also dependent on how we use and implement on it.
Of the journal. First, it is not to be misused by all race and any gender. Second, is the digital revolution change the course of the business and environment. Third, the communication platform also allow employees to speak with one another through email and chat that can be accessed on multiple devices. And lastly, is it will improving the business strategy for the business technology.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Maimunah binti Motar. My metric number is A19B1129. Now, I will continue with theory or model. Okay, although entrepreneurship has been studied from the perspective of several social disciplines, including economic, history, psychology, sociology, and anthropology, it always has been difficult to integrate into mainstream economic theory. Next, the research also show that entrepreneurship impact on international politics has gone unnoticed despite playing an important role in understanding the political, economy, and social changes of the last decade. Next, Schumpeter is known for his role in the economic system of innovation and creative destruction. That is the process of industrial mutation that definitively revived the internal economic structures, destroying the old concept and creating a new. Without hesitation, in the study of entrepreneurship, Schumpeter's theories are the theoretical reference work. Beside that, the information society or digital age, the digital revolution, the technological revolution or the online revolution, the third or fourth industrial revolution, and the post-industrial period are all terms used to describe the information society or digital era. All these concepts are associated with the impact of new information and communication technologies on our society. Lastly, critical research method. The importance of digitalization, global entrepreneurship, the importance of business leadership, and the advantages it has over economic growth can get to know by using a critical research method.
Next is finding of the journal. The digital revolution changed the course of the global business environment, making change not only in system and processes, but also in the business models and methods. Companies everywhere must take advantage of this new situation in the order to remain competitive in the context of global competition. Digital entrepreneurship is largely understood as setting up startups and transforming existing businesses by developing new digital technologies. Digital entrepreneurship has been considered a pillar of growth, job creation, and innovation by many countries, including the member states of the European Union. A nation's digital entrepreneurial capacity depends largely on the digital entrepreneurial behavior, culture and strategies, and innovation ecosystem where governments, industries, business, education institutions, and NGOs work together. We are witnessing a mix of global initiatives aimed at stimulating the acceleration of digital entrepreneurial activity. Therefore, a holistic and integrated approach is needed with digital entrepreneurship being a new concept and research in the area is at the beginning.
The main point from this journal that can apply to the syllabus of corporate concept, which is the role of the entrepreneurship leader in this journal, is important of the value factor, the transition from contractual relation to general relationship within and around an organization, the transition from training to learning, from fostering uniformity. In addition, the transition from traditional management to entrepreneurial management involves a completely different attitude to risk, uncertainty, and ambiguity. Instead of ensuring certainty, risk avoidance, and ambiguity to the style of entrepreneurial management tolerated. Entrepreneurial management style is confirmed by the primacy and leadership of the creative and innovative approach to a daily business routine, such as innovation is as a good for the company as it can be encouraged innovation and opportunity. Development formal system that will allow for finding superior solution and time and secure the resources for the research and experimental work. The superior solution is also good because it can encourage systematic problem solving. Entrepreneurial architecture focus on employees developing a sense of belonging to an organization and job security. The main contributes a common objective and generally accepted strategy by staff of entrepreneurial development method. Thus, a large company at the end of the digital transition see a new turning point that a smart transition in the same way as the digital that has had a transversal impact. This transition will involve all the functions of the company. Artificial intelligence will be a revolution in system architecture and value creation. This situation can create and identify a community, a sense of belonging with an almost familiar bond in the organization of the company.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Wana Farhana binti Wan Muhammad Shudi. My matric number is A19B1147. The process of recognize of a new business possibility and developing firm in order to create a value and a profit is known as entrepreneurship. The term startup solely refers to the most visible and often practice of a kindness entrepreneurship, which is the creation of a new company. A wider analysis of the entrepreneur process, which is encompass all action for following the founding, setup, and administration of the firm, is required for a more true understanding of the nature and economic role of entrepreneurship. Based on model of the entrepreneur process by Hirschfeld and Peter, we know that innovation trigger-driven implementation and growth are very important when we create a new business. For my opinion, the owner of business should do the innovation to generate the innovation idea, identifies the market opportunity, and look for information. Thus, it begins to see the feasibility of ideas and the ability to get a value from it, and how we should generate the development of the product or service that we offer. Next point is a triggering event. This event is the gestation time of the project. The entrepreneur should create a business plan as well as the identification of the resources required, the project risk, and the source of the fund and how they will use them. For implementation, this event was included the incorporation of resources and arm the project to launch their business product or service to the market. Last but not least, growth. The idea event for the entrepreneur is to see how the company is constantly growing. The activity of the previous event ideally lead the business to a stage of the maturity to maximize the profitability for better benefits. Growth is the stage of the entrepreneur process in which is reflected time and effort spent by the entrepreneur. At this time, to keep up the pace of the business growth, the entrepreneur must keep up his personal development to continue also his internal growth. This growth is eventually collaborative if there is an entrepreneur ecosystem improvement that also aids the mutual work.
Lastly is conclusion. In recent years, artificial intelligence has undergone significant change, particularly due to the advance in IT implementation of neural networks capable of real learning. However, artificial intelligence is now firmly ensured. It integrates so far many industrial and economic implications has continued to grow. Integrating artificial intelligence into the economy leads to a significant increase in productivity. In addition, as these technologies can be used as decision support tools or even as decision-making tools, it's necessary to retain the ability to determine the meaning and content. Finally, the diffusion of these technologies can have an important effect on increasing territorial and social inequalities, especially due to the concentration of value in certain places. Thank you.